I asked, do you have any experience about fish breeding? No, but that's the fun of it, that I will be learning as I go. OMG. So that will be seen on my content as well, his upcoming failure of fish breeding business. Not business, because he's not doing it for business, just doing it for something to do. Look, he's cutting all the... I've shown you that he's cutting the barrel. One barrel, yes, one barrel. Cutting it inside the den in an air-conditioned room. And, oh, he got a bad back this morning. He cannot get up. Because... if you really love me, you won't let me cut those barrel tops. I said, leave it. I'll have the boys when I have a spare one to cut it. Because it's only one barrel. You should have it giving him a bad back just to cut the top of that barrel. OMG, you need to do more. So I'll think I'll be the one cutting those barrel tops, or I let one of the boys cut it up. So you can see that Jarrell has now started to dig the first column holes for my storeroom, and you can see the line that he made, and this is the 2 meters distance from the column already existing here in the wall, and that is the reciprocal part. So we will be putting the beam on top of this. So that's the first column. There will be 5 more, including this one where the pole of the rebar is, and then you can see that we already done the matting of 12 mm for the 5 columns, and then we will be making the beams across and on the sides as well. We will do the flooring of this one first before we do the filing of the blocks. So because I want it higher, like I said, than the wall here. So I won't have the dampness that's sticking on the, like that here, on the wall because of the splashing from the rain. So if the splashing from the rain on this side, I'll have tiles all over on the side to be put on, so it won't be having the same problem here, like the splashing. And right on the end of this one, where the wall is, that will be my generator area. Then I will have a gate made there, a small gate, so the dogs won't be able to touch the generator, but still have roof I will extend the roofing on this one towards that end, and you can see that there's a railing there overlooking my second garden, so the fumes can still evaporate on that side as well as the front. So I will be sorted, because I like it that you have a backup generator, because you know sometimes there's typhoons here in the Philippines, and living in a mountain area, that's one thing that I feel safer. But although runouts is not really much around here, but I just wanted to be having my own generator eventually, but I am preparing the room for it. So now my dog are wondering what's happening. So Jarrell for now is not working for me every Saturday because he has to fix his own house. He said that their house is already starting to fall apart. So if he's having Saturdays off, then he can work on it Saturday, Sunday. But I asked him for Sunday, can he help put up the gate on the front, because we need people to hold it, and he was okay with it. But when his house is finished, he can be back to work every Saturday. Out here, Dalo is clearing, sacking all the sand and gravel. So because we only have a few remaining, so he just clear it out, ready. And also the sand, they will be buying more gravel tomorrow, while I'll sort the delivery of the cement, because we only got 7 cement left. So these are the gravel, and you can see Junelle there bending all the rings for the beams that we need for Monday. So Old Lito is shaping the beams for the next panels down there in the village park, and while Junel down here is shaping all the rings. So you can see he got a few already cut to be shaped into rings. So what they're gonna do is just shape it all out and then bring it down on Monday down to the village park. Then we won't leave it there until it's poured, because you know what will happen, the possibility that it will not be there when you just leave it there. So it will be hard to be stolen when it's already poured with concrete. And while Daloy is tidying up the area for the sand and gravel ready for tomorrow, so he's sacking most of the sand because we have enough sacks now filed up there behind Old Lito. So this is the next area that I wanted cement and then put a roof on top. Then we will be able to work here during rainy season, or even at night if we have to. If there is overtime that needs to be done, it won't be much of a fuss then, because there's lights and there's roof over us. And also, if we're not working, I could use it as my hanging area for clothes, since that room now will be free when I transferred all my storage and where Jurel is digging up. Then that will be the ironing area. So these are the beams for the next 2 panels of pile after the one that they had just poured. So this will be all put here and get taken down on Monday, and then be assembled there, and then make forms before they pour it. And then they will also make the beam for the slope road of what Daloy has dug up. So they have made one, and there's 2 more here, and there will be 1 more beam rebar they will make. So by Monday they will be making forms for 4 more panels. Then we will be reaching the budget bungalow, in which we will be filing up the hollow blocks 5 more lines before we put the beam. So they have done the 4 beams for the next panels, and this is now the beam for the slope road that Daloy has dug up. So this all be ready for Monday. They just shape it up now, so it won't be, they only have to carry it down, then connect it to the panels for this one on the top of the panels, and then transfer the form that they have poured today, and that will be all ready for next week. So going here, Jurel is now on the second hole for the second column. As you can see here, that he has dug the first one, and we put the matting over. So he's on the he's on the second column. So it will be reciprocal for these 5 columns that's here. There will be 1 there, but he's on the second one. That will be done on Monday. And then Junel will form all the columns on top of it. Then we can pour the puttings. Luna, out there. Come on. Come on, Luna. Come here. Good girl. Good girl. Ay na lang nagpugsang gahi kay Juril ay. Nakilid. Okay. So he's there digging it up. And then that will be a good job done. All ready for Monday. When the 3 more will be dug up, then we will pour the footings here. Then the column will start to go up, and then all the beams will be chipped on the column there on the wall. Will be connected to the beam here on the columns here, and then the side beams, and then we pour the flooring first. So that's 60 cm by 60 cm and 60 cm down. My dog's life going here. So if I have my storeroom here, I think I'll be making some kennels. That's what I'm planning to do. But that will be after I saw the actual structure, so I could also incorporate the little kennels that I'll be building for my dogs. Because as of the moment, they all sleep in my workshop storeroom. There's plenty enough space, but you know what dogs are like. They like their own in cubicles, you know, that they can just see. Both sides are covered in the back, and then they can just see on the front. They like hiding on cubicles. But you can see how nice is my garden looking now, and that will be materializing next week. I'm here now in Talamban area. You can see our new gasoline station coming soon, and I'm gonna pick up the comforter and the blankets because I don't let my wash those big ones to save the poor girl's arms wriggling it. Only the clothes that she can handle, but the big ones I still put it on the laundry shop, and it's time to pick them up today. So I'm going to the right to get my laundry. It's been there for like 2 weeks, but I'm the one who tell them that I'll pick it up the 20th of August. So there's a new refilling station there. So I've done picking up my blanket and comforter from the laundry shop. There's 2 kinds of laundry shop here. It's either they do it themselves and you have to wait at least 3 days, sometimes it's longer, but it's all folded, washed, dried and folded. But you can also do it yourself, then you can just take it home with you. But the thing is that you have to do it yourself. You have to spend the time waiting for the laundry to finish. And you know, like your laundrette in the west, like you put some quarters and all that. Here they have like a minimum payment for how many kilos of load, and then you put your own laundry soap, or you buy your laundry soap and fabric conditioner with them. But I can't do that because it means that I'll be waiting there for the laundry and then rent the dryer. So usually I just they do it themselves, and I pay by the kilo, so I don't have to keep on waiting there for a long time. But recently, with the my situation, I let her wash my clothes by hand, which is become cleaner than a laundrette can do. But I don't want her to wash the big ones like the comforters and the blankets, so I still do it by the laundrette, which gives it more softness, if you know what I mean, like, because it's very big and they got those big dryers, so it's softer for the blankets. I'm driving to Baya Kabangkalan Road, going to Mandaue. Mandaue City, so it will not be so much hassle to check out. And also, if I'm going to City Hardware here, it's easier to go by this way because you're on the right side of the road. I know it's not the best road to go because it's like the back roads, the Kabangkalan way, but it's still faster. Not Kabangkalan way, Kanduman. By the way, it's not Kabangkalan, it's Kanduman. So here I am. You can still see that it's a 6-meter road, I suppose. But there's loads of blockage on the roadside. That's why you have to be aware of, like parking, like roadworks, or just someone like wanna park there. So this is also the best market to go to if you don't want to go to Carbon Market. They have a big market here, and also they have Metro Supermarket here, where we go last December to get our party stuff because Carbon is just too far now, and this is just nearer to us. I'm here now inside City Hardware because I'm looking out for windows and steel door that I'm gonna use for my storeroom, because I like steel casement windows because it's hard to break in, and metal doors for my storerooms. So I'll have a look up there. What are the sizes? So this is the purchase I have for my storeroom. The steel windows, 2 steel casement windows, and a steel door. What you're looking at here is like I'm waiting for this truck to go off, and then I've noticed that they are selling here in City Hardware the old crate. Look, these old crates that they have at 50 pesos each. So I told the in charge, the lady here, that how much is 50 pesos each. So I need to buy some more when I come back here to pick up my steel casement window and steel door. I'll buy some of this one because it will be so helpful for me for my cement and my tile adhesives and all that. So I'll buy some of this when my multi-cab will be here. Oh, they're giving me idea. This is 50 pesos each. Like, it saves me from making one to put my tile adhesive, my stuff. I'll buy some more here when I pick up. I'll go with the lads when they come here and pick up the steel casement windows, and so they can carry more of this crate, like that, wood crates to put stuff on the top. For 50 pesos, you can't even make it. Like, paying the wages of the person who's making it. Dili ka pili, pwede ra piliun. Pili ra. So I said, can we choose? So they've been buying like 100, these people here. That's their second trip. I am now on Mandaue City Highway, National Highway, going to S&R to buy those tubs for old bees, guppies, or whatever fish that he's gonna put in there. So you can see the traffic on the other side is getting too much now again. This is Saturday, so most of the people don't even have work, but it's still very traffic. And so is this side. So I'll be following this highway until to my turning at maybe AS Fortuna, or I may go directly right to Subang Dako, where it's nearer S&R. But it depends on the traffic. If it's gonna get so traffic, then I'll have to turn in AS Fortuna and back to the back roads. But as of now, I'm following the highway. So now I'm entering S&R quickly behind the going around the side roads, you know. Then going on the highway, it's so traffic then. So here is S&R. So this is what I buy for Old B because he wants to breed smaller fish. And when he was showing me those guppy tub tanks, oh my god, I can't stand with all the different colors of tanks that some of these channels are showing. So this is my solution for him to do. These are the 17-liter ones. I bought him a dozen, and I want to have a sample of the 12-liter ones. Utility bin, so he can start his small fish project. So that's the 17-liter one, and then it's a 12 because I don't want it to be different colors. These are the bakery offer for today. The muffins, orange cheese and choco chip muffins, buy one take one at $2.99. I just finished my shopping in SNR and I'm going home now. You can see the dusky clouds. Might be raining tonight, and I'll just pick up some Indian from the Spice, of course, for Old B and my daughter. Then I'll be cooking my own Filipino food. You know, I only like simple food, boiled, grilled, and with rice. But my rice is not all just plain white rice. It's usually red rice, brown rice, or even egg fried rice. So I'm going on now. Wow. 15. Because it's only 15 seconds there. And I've noticed that Eurowood is on sale. I think they're closing down completely now because the export price productions are really suffering these days. So it's so darkish now. It's only like 5 o'clock. I'm now going home. It's now getting darker here in the Philippines. It's now 6 o'clock. It's always the same every day. It's dark at 6 o'clock. 5, it starts getting dusky, and then it's dark at 6 o'clock. But sometimes during the summer months, 6 o'clock is still lit up, but you will expect that to go darker soon. So I'm surprised there's no traffic. There's not much traffic. It's Saturday today, and you can see the flow just going through. I'll go on this side because someone's turning on the left, but there's a lot of bicycle riders. Even though they're having bicycle, but they still required to go to have a face shield. So because some of them like don't want to be bothered with the face shield, that's why they want to go on bicycle. But it's still required. Even if you're walking on the road now, you're gonna have face shield. So it seems like I'm gonna go home early now. No traffic to say to Old B. It's traffic because the camera can tell him what is really happening. Nope, I again been driving through, except for this one. Just put my lights on, like winking it a bit to make him stop. So here I am now in Talamban area. The camera is not even dark, but it's actually very dark for me here. And I am on my old banger, which is not tinted. So, quite good. People are now on the market buying their food for the day, because that's the Filipino like culture that they have every time they go to the market during meal times. Before meal times are like 4 o'clock, that's when the markets are starting to get busy. and especially like 5 o'clock when the offices on workplace are dismissed, they go straight to the market, see what's the fresh catch for the day. Look at them bringing their plastic bags. That's from the market, because if you look on the left side, right side, the Longwind Talamban, underneath there is a big market, private market. Look, see what I mean? And the other side, you got the barbecue area, the roast chicken area, and then soon coming here in Talamban is the big Jollibee. So there will be 2 Jollibees here in Grand Mall and here right in the heart of Talamban. So I'm going left now. I know one of my viewers live like 100 meters from where I'm turning here, so they know the place very well. So there's another bicycle driver, so I need to slow down for him before I even sideswipe him. Then it will be my own liability, even though he's the one that's almost in the middle of the road. But that's the rules, so I just have to follow, because there's a lot of witnesses. But now I got a chance to overtake him, but there's like loads of holes in this road here, so I need to be careful as well. The potholes, they're so big. See what I mean? They should have been doing this road now that it's pandemic, because there's not a lot of people going out, but no, they are not doing it. So we suffer all these potholes still. But there are some areas of the city that they are doing the roads in time that less people is commuting, less people is out. So I'm back on my Bakayan Road. There's a multi-cab van coming out. Okay, that's Star Oil. You know, Chelsea's cafe never open. So a lot of the exporters are really suffering this time. I know one friend of mine that an exporter of fashion accessories. Oh, she's gone bust. And another one like dried mangoes with chocolate, whatever gimmick she put in there, and then package it with fancy packaging, and then she's really struggling. But before that, she is like rolling it. But now the production stopped, no order, and even in the groceries here, in the local grocery, nobody's buying, because who wants to buy a mango 500 pesos per box, dried mangoes? Not for souvenirs. We're here in the Philippines. So I'm turning to this road. I don't know if this motorbikes will be stopping because they're rushing instead of slowing down, that there's a crossing. So you can see it's actually very dark for me here, but the camera seems to lit it up. That's why I got my full lights on, not half lights. I just go here on my shortcut because, like I said, saves 6 kilometers. And also saves the time because it's so busy now in Pitos. It's dinner time. A lot of people will be buying their food there. All the fish, fresh fish monger, fresh vegetables have arrived about 4 or 5 o'clock. So it's now ready to be sold, be selling tonight until 8. So here we go. I'm going through the Montessori International School on the back roads here. That's the international school here. I'm not going there. I'm going to the right. Wow. Oh my gosh. They're having fun. Filipinos love their karaoke, mine. But the thing is, if you are living in a subdivision, karaokes are banned until you only can do your celebration until 12 o'clock at night. Now, unlike on the hills that you can, if like me, you're living like you got no neighbors around you, you can do until the morning. But like in the hills, like their fiesta, it will be disco until the morning, but it's only one day a year. So all the neighborhood will just be understanding that, but not here in the city when you got every weekend. That's ridiculous. You got the noise from the neighbors' karaoke. And that's one of the reasons that I like living on the hills, because you don't have the next door neighbors singing karaoke every day as their entertainment, or the shouting of the neighbors. I like it peace and quiet, and the neighbors are not next door to you. Well, I like the way the camera is catching the darkness, like it's lighting up the sky, but the actual sky, if you're with me now, is really dark. Wow, dogs almost ran over. Now I already seen some eyes that glitter on the headlights, my headlights, so I know there's a dog. I didn't realize there's one that's sleeping on the side as well, so I was not able to go on the side. But I'm now passing through this small village of my shortcut, and next after this will be the Greenwoods Metropolis subdivision. But this one here is going through Redstone Village. That will be like right on the end, on the left you turn, and that's Redstone Village by Aboitiz Land. And further on a few meters will be the Metropolis subdivision. I'll just turn this off so I could concentrate here, because there's so many pedestrians, because it's dinner time almost, and they'll be going out buying their Coke, buying their stuff for dinner.